Hello, my dear apprentices of mathematics. Here is your coach, Mr. Magno. This is Module 6, Lesson 9. This is very similar to Lesson 8. On this particular case, what we're going to do, we're going to generate two number patterns from given rules. Here are the given rules. This is the name of the line, And the rule for one is y is 2 more than x. And the second rule for the line M is y is 5 more than x. Now let's first label our quadrant. This is quadrant 1. We know this is axis x and this is axis y. And also let's analyze the scales. So if we can look at this, we can say that this is the origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so each of them is 1. We're not going to label them all, but we need to know what the scale is. So from here to here, it's 5. So that means each of these squares is 1. Okay, that's easily understood. Okay, now let's look at the rule. So rule is y is 2 more than x. So x is given. So y has to be 2 more. So 1 plus 2 equals 3. So that is the first coordinate pairs. X is 5 and y is 2 more than x. So if x is 5, then 2 more will be 7. And that will be the second pair of coordinates. And again, the rule applies again. Y is 2 more than x. So if x is 10, then 2 more will make y a 12. And that will be the third set of coordinates. And the next one is x is 15, so y is 2 more. So 2 more than x, that will be 17, and that will be our fourth coordinate pair. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. We're going to plot these numbers to create this line. Remember, this is line L. So the first number is 3, 1, and first number is 1 and 3. So we're going to move down here to the number line, and it's going to be, we're going to round to 1. Here's 1 right here. And we're going to jump to 3. 1, 1, 2, and 3. 3 is right here. So there's going to be point coordinate pair 3, 1, and 3. Okay. So we are done with this one right here. Our second pair of coordinates is 5 and 7. So x is 5, y is 7. So I'm going to run to 5, that's x. And we're going to go up to 7. We're going to jump to 7. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7. Here is going to be 7. So that's going to be coordinate pair point 5, 7. And let's label this. This is 6. This is 7. Okay. So our next point is 10 and 12. So x is 10. So let's do x is right here. So and the y is 12. Because it has to be 2 more. And we know that 12 is 11, 12. This will be the line where they're going to intersect and they become perpendicular lines. So this is point. This is coordinate pairs 10, 12. Now we have our last point, which is last pair of coordinate pairs is 15 and 17. So x is 15. So I'm going to go to 15. I'm going to run to 15 and jump to 17. Done. And this is 15 right here. 16, 17. 17 should be right here. This is 17. So 17. I know they must say, oh, that looks like another number, but let me make this. Okay, so that's 17. And this is where they intersect. So here is point with coordinates 15 and 17. And now remember what we said last time. All of these points make a line. And that line's name is the line L. Okay? This is going to be line L. Okay, now let's look at the next rule. The next rule says, so we're going to create line M. The next rule says when y is 5 more than x. Okay, so if x is 0, so y has to be 5 more. So that should be 0 plus 5 equals 5. And that's our first set of coordinate pairs. Okay, again, the rule is y is 5 more than x. So if x is 5, then 5 more would make y a 10. So the second pair of coordinate pairs are 5 and 10. So if x is 10, y is 5 more than 10. So that will be 15. And that will be our third set of coordinate pairs. Our last one is x is 15. So y is 5 more than 15. So that will be 20. So now we have our last set of set of coordinate pairs to create the line. So we're going to start with the first pair of coordinates, 0 and 5. So x is going to be 0 here. And y, we're going to jump to y, which is 5. So that is where the first point is, and we're going to label it. The first set of coordinates. Our next point is 5 and 10. So x is going to be 5. So we're going to plot 5 here, and we're going to jump to 10. And there is 10 right there. And that's the next point, the next pair of coordinates. That's 5, 10. Our third point on the line is going to be 10 and 15. So we're going to run to 10 and jump to 15. 15 is right there, right here, exactly here. So that's our next point. And the pair of coordinates is 10 and 15. And now our last point here is 15 and 20, x and y. So x is 15, so we're going to run to 15, and we're going to go all the way up to 20, which that will be y. So 20 is right here. Okay, so that's our last point, and we're going to label it 15, 20 coordinate pairs for that point. Now, just like we did on the last one, we're going to connect all the points that create the line. And this line is like we said, it's going to be line M. Now, I want you to notice something. Okay, so when x is 1, if you compare these two lines, the line just moved parallel to that one. It just moved up. So what it is the y increased in number. On this one, y was 2 more than x. On this one, y was 5 more than x. So notice that when that happened, our line moves up into on the quadrant. Okay, let's do one last one. Let's see if this one, if it helps. So let's do another one. Line, let me show you. This is called line N. And on this one, we're going to say that the rule is y is 8 more, not 80, 8 more. Let me cross it out. That's going to be 8 more than x. Than x. Okay, sorry about that, but that's how it worked. Okay, so let's see. So if x is, let's create a little table here. So if x is 8, y has to be, oh wait, I'm sorry. This is if, let's start with 0. If x is 0, y is 8 more than x. So if x is 0, then y has to be 8 more. What if x is 3? Well, y is 8 more than 3. So 8 more than 3 will be 11 because 3 is x. How about 10? And 10 is y is 8 more than 10. So that will be 18. So now we know y is 18. So we're going to plot the numbers now on the number line. The first one is 0 and 8. So it says that x is 0. So this is x. So we're not going to run anywhere. We're just going to jump to 8. And 8 is right after 7. So this is going to be point 0 coordinates 0, 8. Our next point on the line is going to be 3 and 11. So x is 3. We're going to run to 3. Here is 3. And we're going to go up to 11. Okay, there is 11. And now this is the coordinate pairs for this point, 3, 11. And now our last point will be 10 and 18. So x is 10. So here's x. We're going to run to 10. And then we're going to move up to, what is the number? 18, I believe. Yes. So that should be, so this 17, 18 is right here. So that's where that y and the x meet. And that is the name of this point is 10, 18 coordinate pairs. We're going to connect the lines. Actually, the dots. And we're going to label the line. And notice what happened too. So this is line N. Again, let's look at this. When y is increasing in value, the line keeps moving up on the y scale. So it keeps moving up. That's a very important thing to see because that's what patterns do. They help you see what happens and how things move. Okay, my friends, watch this video again. Your coach that is doing the best to teach you this is signing out. Review the lesson if you need to.